And it's like we use words to express our thoughts, but word is sound. And this is why, you feel me, Joe? Sound really comes before light. Because I understand if I'm under a cloud and it's thundering, I would see the sound, the thunder sound, then I would hear the thunder sound, then I would see the thunder sound, which is the lightning. But if I'm 10 miles away and I see the storm, I would see the thunder sound first with the lightning, and then I would hear it, because light travels faster than the speed of sound. But if I was under the cloud, I would see that I would hear the thunderstorm, and then I would see the lightning, because sound raises in hertz and it reaches its capacity, and that energy has to transcend. You feel me? Just like whatever made that sound had to raise in hertz for it to become sound. Now sound has to reach its capacity in hertz to become light. Now light has to reach its capacity in hertz to become solid. You feel me? So that's a deep ass question. You feel me? Like, with the whole thought though. But it's deep though, because like you said though, in the beginning that's a mistranslation, and I really want to dive into that. Unless you got something else you want to build on, though, God, I don't, you're a guest over here. I really want you to go ahead and tap in. Though.
No, I'm listening to you. We building, You got this clown in the inbox. I'm just looking at him, waiting to see what he do next. I ain't gonna say no name.
To my Kulu.
I ain't gonna say no name.
Yeah, what's up, Joe? Yeah. Hey, so look, he swear up and down. Him and Benji swear up and down. They tell everybody I'm a pedophile. I'm trafficking kids.
Man, but they say everybody a pedophile. Them niggas don't know shit.
Look though, I'll be one of them niggas that put me on their platform, expose me on YouTube where y'all got a lot of following there. Don't like, I want everybody to know this, because everybody gonna tap in. They gonna try to do their homework, which they supposed to, because we need to get these pedophile sick ass niggas out the conscious community. But they gonna come over here and do their homework, and they gonna see, oh, y'all just fucking with dude. You feel me? Y'all don't like him because he polygamous, or he do telekinesis better than y'all. Whatever the little shit they be, you feel me? They got problems with self. Niggas like Kulu, World News, Benji, they hate themselves. They don't have a problem with me, you, or nobody else. They got self issues. They suffering. On photo grade, they suffering.
Hey, look, I don't give a flying fuck who they got a problem with. If they not finna pull up, nigga, I ain't finna be tongue wrestling with them niggas. They ain't one of them finna pull up nowhere.
That's a fact.
Them niggas pumping more estrogen than the average female, so I'm not worried about that shit.
Yeah, you absolutely right. And that's
anyway,
why I be needing that OG
back
energy.
Back to the topic. We done gave that motherfucker more energy than I intended for him to.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I be needing your energy over here, though, God. Like, not needing it, but I appreciate when the OGs come over here. You feel me, Joe? Because I be tripping with their ass sometimes. I be giving them a lot of energy, but they don't even deserve it though. On phone now.
I stopped giving them motherfucking airtime on my platform, man. Fuck them niggas.
Mm-hmm.
And I could be in Chicago tomorrow. I'll be coming through Atlanta about the end of the month. So wherever the fuck they at, then again, I ain't hard to find.
Man,
if they're not gonna pull up, listen, seriously though. This is what us on these platforms, we need to pay attention to this shit. Them niggas is never gonna pull up. But we will pull up on them. This is the problem. Because as soon as we pull up, we're gonna walk right into a SWAT. They talk all that tough shit. I'm serious, man. I'm telling you now. Don't go back and forth with them niggas, because soon as you pull up on them, because you like me, you'll pull up. The whole SWAT gonna be there. National Guard, half the Army, Marines, Air Force, all the motherfuckers gonna be there. The FBI, CIA, the DEA, and any other motherfucking alphabet agency them motherfuckers can get gonna all be there. They gonna pop up all together because them niggas is working with them motherfuckers.
Yeah, they police on phone. You ain't never mind.
Look, if a motherfucker is innocent till proven guilty, and the motherfucking case haven't showed zero evidence, and you talking about a motherfucker guilty, you're a dick riding motherfucker.
Exactly.
So don't go back and forth with them niggas and get caught up in that trap they set. Fuck them niggas.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. You absolutely right, God. Real talk though.
You know,
Real
and look,
talk.
and you say what I want. You know, motherfuckers say what they want. Me and
Yeah,
Rashad is not best friends, right? And ain't
right,
no secret. He did a whole live with fuck Rod Hayes, right?
right.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. You can't. He was. They falsely accusing that man.
Right. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Right is right and wrong
You
is
got it.
wrong. I'm
You
not
got
finna support
integrity.
none of that shit.
You got integrity. No matter what y'all beef was about, if you don't like, you don't put no shit like lock an innocent man up like that. Not for no shit like that. At that, you feel me? Like, yeah,
They
right is
use
right.
they
Yeah.
use sex cases because they're the allegation is the key evidence.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep,
why they
definitely.
use sex cases. They couldn't put a dope case on him because they'd have had to show where he got the dope from. How you get up on him on the dope? He ain't selling dope,
Exactly. He's
right?
selling
So they
crystals. Yeah.
can't put a dope case on him. They was gonna put a murder case on him. They trying that too, but they don't have no text message where they say, "Hey, go kill that motherfucker,
Yeah.
cut his lights
Exactly.
off," but none of that shit,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Exactly.
Because the
Yeah.
motherfucker watch his videos, don't make him guilty of murder.
Exactly. Yeah. And then like with his people, family that's in Athens, Georgia, right? To Hootie them, and I think one of them just got locked up. But anyway, like you feel me? Like this happened like a few weeks ago. The nigga, you feel me? Them niggas was talking crazy. You feel me? Like man, I'll beat your ass, I'll knock you out, chief. Why not just talk crazy? So I'm all right, shit. Fuck all that internet shit. I get in the DM. What's up? Link up. You feel me? Motherfucker ain't finna be in Atlanta too. You feel me? So basically they motherfucker like, oh yeah, you why you trying to come with guns and shit? I'm like, Joe, you feel me? I keep my stick on me, or who every time I'm moving around you, when I move around, somebody got a blick on them. So if you think you finna knock me out and just do anything to me, so you gonna die. And I'm gonna pull up. You feel we could box, but soon as
That's
you
why I
lose, you
tell
better
you,
not act crazy on
don't
phone no.
look.
Better not act crazy.
Them niggas talk that gangster shit, dog. And you pull up on them, you gonna pull right up to the
To the
motherfucking sheriff, the
right.
police chief, the
And then
district
look,
attorney.
and
All the
then look,
motherfuckers gonna be
bro.
sitting there.
And then look, bro, you got this goofy ass nigga, you feel me? Who we were just talking about, you feel me? Little blogging ass nigga on my soul, G. He on his yeah, Chief Not said he's gonna spray up the next meeting and he can't be doing that, man. We gotta stop this black. I'm like, gee, why y'all niggas be lying like that? That's gonna get y'all fucked up. Ain't nobody said I was gonna kill them or spray them up or nothing. I say I keep my stick on me. If you look wrong, you might die. So don't play with me when you see me in traffic or in real life. That's all I said. You feel me? I ain't looking for them to try to. You feel me? What's up, man? Motherfucker, pull up. We could do whatever. But niggas be exaggerating that shit. So it's like you absolutely right, Joe. These niggas the police. You feel a nigga be doing 60 years for one of these bitch ass internet niggas. They ain't even worth it. On phone
Yeah,
now.
I'm not finna get into that shit with them niggas, tongue wrestling and shit. Fuck them niggas.
Yeah, on phone now. That's a
Uh-oh.
fact. That's
Yeah.
a fact.
She talking my language. She say my machete work well. Old goon is my daddy. God damn it. I'm with that old goon shit.
Mama, Joe, motherfucker better be cool, man.
Look,
That's what I'm saying.
listen, listen. Motherfuckers be talking that shit. The nigga that put my whole family up on motherfucking social media. I'm over here like he don't really know what he doing. Cause if they tell me, nigga, I don't give a fuck if I get 5 life sentences, nigga. If the family say go get that nigga, you got it. I don't ain't nowhere to hide on
Ain't
earth.
ain't shit a motherfucker can do about it.
You know what I'm saying? But they all asking me what I'm like, that's internet ass gangster shit.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers get on social media and they buy a pair of artificial nuts from the liquor store and swear they got balls.
exactly.
Nigga, them dice hanging in your window, nigga. Them ain't real
The
nuts.
main real, exactly. On the real. But it's deep though because like a lot of niggas just be doing shit for content because they lack the knowledge. See, niggas like me and you, we can sit up here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours and just build on knowledge, give out unlimited information, really teaching. The only way a nigga could last for an hour or two on live is if they talking about somebody else. You feel me? That's the difference. So it's like niggas be envious and shit, but like they got a problem with self though. They really need some healing though, you feel me? Like I can heal them niggas, but they just gotta come, you feel me, humbly. Like they gotta know, like, yo, don't play with me because you might die. Like I done been shot up 8 times, bro. So a nigga play with me, I'll be ready to go there because a nigga hit me up bogus. So any one of my enemies or ops can feel the same way I felt laid up in a hospital with some slugs in them. So that's why I be like, I don't start trouble, but
Before I even think firearms, I'm thinking motherfucking strong arm, motherfucker.
mm,
Look, I grab one of them niggas by the neck and drag their ass down the street, dribbling them like a basketball. But that's a whole nother story. We can get past that. We can go on back on to what we were
hey,
talking about.
but look
We
though,
can
pops. But look though, pops. Once you knock one of them niggas out, break their jaw, or whatever, they gonna come back with their gun. So you might as well just get rid of them. Don't beef with Rod
I want them
if
to
you
come
don't
back
want to.
with their gun, cause I want to show a motherfucker what overkill look like. See, we can handle this shit like a man. They can't take an ass with.
For no, this
But
shit
when they
chess.
come back with their guns, I want a motherfucker to understand it's a difference between killing a motherfucker and overkill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show you what overkill look like if a nigga come with a thumper at me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I
Definitely.
scrap with anybody. I don't give a fuck. Me and Mike Tyson
Definitely.
can go. I don't give a fuck. But that ain't the problem. Win, lose, or draw, I'm still gonna be a man when it's over with. Them niggas can go get all the firearms they want, and they still gonna be motherfucking eunuchs.
Exactly. And it be like I know a little bit about your background too. So it's like I'll be telling like y'all trying to like troll real niggas is like G like you feel me? Like y'all niggas when the last time them niggas ever even had a fucking fight? You feel me? Them niggas ain't never even tried to go kill no niggas. They ain't never been in war with no real street niggas that was on
Look,
their ass.
I want to
None
know
of
how
that shit.
Benji cut his goddamn ankle bracelet off and didn't never go to jail. Nigga,
Cause he the
make that make
police.
sense.
Cause he the
Make that
police.
shit okay then, nigga. So we can forget to talk about them old motherfucking internet
Exactly.
detectives.
Exactly. But yeah, so I mean, and when we dealing with belief and lie, you know, I mean, truth and lie, you know, so the truth, we don't deal with belief. Let's digress to the. I mean, let's transition to the belief shit, man, because a lot of people be like, you have to believe in yourself, but you know,
Listen,
it's called
my
divine knowledge
philosophy of
itself.
belief is this: you
Go
can
ahead,
believe
bro.
anything that you want to believe and be 100% wrong.
Right, right, right.
So
It's yeah.
it's the difference in knowing and believing. I don't believe shit. I know it or I don't know it, and I had no problem telling the motherfucker I don't know.
Very wise. Very wise. It's called divine knowledge of self, not divine belief in self. Like
So
it's
look,
deep, man.
when you go back to the biblical um, dialogue, right? And we look at all of the stuff that they tell us not to do, but the God in a Bible is sending people to do the same shit they telling us that we ain't supposed to do. So they God is a hypocrite to start with. He a hypocrite out the gate. He tell me don't kill, then send me to kill 40 motherfucking thousand motherfuckers. All right, look. Enlil is Yahweh. Yahweh is the God of the biblical Hebrews. The biblical Hebrews are the ones who came to replace the earth-born Adamites, those from the ruddy red earth. The whole biblical narrative is a narrative to control masses of people. It's all about it's about control of resources by controlling the number one commodity, those who harvest the resource. Fuck the
Hey, so look,
resource. We want to control the
hey,
motherfuckers that harvest it.
so look, you have said some that was deep, and I definitely understand what you mean when you said it. You know, and I was just breaking this shit down to the brother Heavy the other day. Uh, how you know Inky is Yahweh. You feel me? So we was basically talking about the Elohim, and I'm trying to tell him, because of course my master teacher Baba Yanun,
Enlil Yahweh.
exactly, Baba Yanun
Enki
teach.
is Adonai in the Bible.
Okay, Adonai. Yeah, so I was trying to break it down. He was trying to tell me that the Elohim is something else, and I'm like, yo, it's basically the ancient Anunnaki. You feel
That's
me,
what it
Joe?
is.
And Anu is the Most High, the Father. You feel me? The Father of Inki and Lil and all the other ones. You feel me? Anu is the Most High. That means Most High. But he was trying to tell me like, no, it's not the Sumerians. It's some ancient Egyptian shit. But it was like, I'm like, bro, it's deep, man. But
In
you just
Egypt, they
confirmed
call
some
the
shit.
Neteru.
Mm-hmm.
And not called Elohim in Egypt. They call Neteru.
So I mean, do you understand that perspective too? Like the Neteru being the Elohim?
Right, but them was people. All this guy shit is talking about people that they want to aggrandize as a movie star thousands of years after they die.
Right. So they deified them, and some of them became anthropomorphic, like Tahuti. A bird man. I mean, a flesh and blood man with a bird head.
No, that's because
Anthropomorphic.
his totem animal was the Bennu bird. His totem animal. So they used the totem animal in him as a chimera.
Right. So
Like Sobek
I
is
mean,
the alligator or crocodile.
right. So, would you consider Tahuti to being anthropomorphic?
Tahuti was a real person. Anthropomorphism is to make God into a man. That's what anthropomorphism is. Tahuti, he just the teacher of the ages. He was the one who was the earthborn, and he was the one who was the crown prince of heaven on earth. They never wanted him to ascend to power because they knew he would kick all of the Anunnaki that wasn't from Inanna and Enki's line off the planet. I mean, all Anu children gotta go. All Enki children that's not earthborn by earthborn women gotta go. And Enlil and all his little rotten ass bastards gotta go. So the story is told in several places. It's the Ramayana. Ram is Tahuti. His alter ego in India is the Hanuman. In China, he's called the Monkey King Sun Wukong. In the Middle East, they couldn't stand him, so they named him Nimrod. Only one that the gods feared. Why did they fear him? Because he's the only one that can take their power because he had both Y chromosome paternal right to rule and X chromosome inheritance from his mother. They couldn't adjust for that because all they came to Earth with, all Enlil children came to Earth with, is the Y chromosome rights to kings. That's why they say in kingship was lowered to the earth from the Anunnaki. Before that, it was matriarchal rule. You rule by a council of elders that got life experience that'll keep you from doing dumb shit. And if you get too big for your britches, they will replace your ass, no matter who you is. Right? So that was how you had a perpetual system of checks and balance. The whole concept of Lucifer, since somebody mentioned it in the comments. Lucifer means the illuminated one. The story of Lucifer is the story of Inanna and her son. Now, the story is told in Norse mythology as Loki. Loki is the son, the ice princess, Isis, is his mama. In Egypt, they call her Offset, but when you move to the Latin, it becomes Isis. When you read it in Greek, Iesous, they translate it as Jesus, but it still spells Isis. Right? So they telling you the story, but they scatter it out so you can't put the pieces together. Right?
Exactly.
And once you put the pieces together, you be like, hold up, wait a minute, man. This shit ain't right here. Somebody did some dirt. Now you got to find out what the dirt was. Now you find yourself going through the Vimana Sutras, studying the Vimanas Wars to get a time frame to work from. You know, so now this is the Galactic Council interference is called the bands of the Pleiades in the Bible, right?
The
We're
7
talking
stars,
about
right?
that's the light lot.
Okay.
Now the Pleiades constellation in the sky is mirrored on the ground as the Canary Islands.
Okay.
The Canary Islands is one of the strongholds. It was a portal there. They recently blew that bitch shut. That's why they never blew that volcano, because they closed that Stargate. Right? It was a 3-point tracker to Earth from another dimension. And it was one, it goes from La Palma to Alaska to the Pacific down close to Hawaii. If you go back, you'll see we had a volcano blew up under the water in the Pacific Ocean about maybe a year and a half ago, around the time that La Palma was bubbling up. The Army Corps of Engineers stopped the volcano with other engineers from around the world because they had to close the portal.
Right.
The volcano was artificially activated because if they don't close the portal, they was gonna flood that bitch with lava. But the portal had 3-point connection. Remember how GPS worked? The 3-point connection is called triangulation.
Yep.
That's the triangulation for Earth from a different star system. And we had to get rid of that shit. You know, I still got the video on one of my devices when the body was floating up out the Pacific, but they wasn't reporting that shit.
Right.
Motherfucker.
So what you think about these new hurricanes? Because you know I'm finna move back to Puerto Rico in December, and I know they getting hit. Florida getting hit. What's your thoughts on the hurricanes? Like, do you think those hurricanes were provoked by man, or is just they naturally done?
Okay, right now it's a good way to see the difference in man-made phenomenon and natural phenomenon. If the hurricane come and they got all these pretty ass colors, pretty ass motherfucking light spectrums in it, that's Mother Nature. If it come in and that motherfucker dark and gray and it don't got no life-giving color to it, man, easy to tell the difference.
Yeah, it's fucked up in Florida right now.
Well, you got a combination of man and aliens working with the atmosphere. They fighting that shit.
Yeah,
that's a whole nother animal, though.
Man, this shit get deep, cold-blooded. This shit get deep.
Look, Mother Nature, all her storms, we call them the 7 daughters of Mother Nature, right? It's earthquakes, it's thunderstorms, it's hurricanes, it's tornadoes, it's tidal waves, floods, and sinkholes. Every time one of them happen naturally, it's the most beautiful shit you want to see. When it happened unnaturally, it looked dry, drab, and fairly dead. That means intervention has been by the hands of man. You see, they know. Oh yeah, cleaning. Oh yeah, gimme y'all. They getting it in. Especially them two. They making way for old shoes.
So back to what we were speaking about as far as like so you do agree that the Elohim is the Anunnaki, the ancient Sumerian deities.
The only way you don't know that is if you've never read the Sumerian tablets.
Exactly. I was just trying to tell Heavy that because I'm definitely I decode ancient texts. I fuck with the Enuma Elish, the Epic of Gilgamesh, and the Atrahasis. I just started diving back into the Atrahasis. You feel me? So I'm definitely like that was on point. The only way you wouldn't know that it's a direct correlation between the Anunnaki and the Elohim of the Bible is if you haven't read those Sumerian cuneiform text.
Yeah, a lot of
It's
people,
deep.
believe it or not, most of the Christian world won't read that shit because they think it's some devil shit.
Ask you one more question, bro. Would you agree that the Elohim is the Neteru of ancient Kemet or some type of ancient Kemet deity?
Wait a minute, say that
Let's say
again.
Google. So you wouldn't subscribe to the Elohim being, from ancient Kemet, or
They
some
not from there, but they went there. We had conjure wars with them and whooped
definitely.
their ass before. That's why they don't like. That's why they named Thoth Nimrod, because he was kicking their ass.
Means hunter of men. Like, it's been many Nimrods, like, and that's what made Nimrod so ruthless, because it's like, a Nimrod is like is like a colonizer. You know how colonizers, they basically go hunt, not specifically hunt, but they hunt indigenous people and they domesticate them and turn them into slaves, or sheep or cattle or herd. They domesticating shit. So Nimrod is the hunter of man. A Nimrod knows how to domesticate man and make man do what he wants him to do through the sorcery of all type of shit. Language. A Nimrod, you feel me? If you're titled a Nimrod, then you have the knowledge of how to brainwash people to do what you want to do through language. It's deep, because language is a sorcery in its own too.
That's why they say speak it into existence. You speak something into existence, you're using language as a tool of manifestation, implemented the magician.
Definitely. How does it tie into the Good Samaritan cross story? So it's like, it's deep because,
Look,
like, go ahead.
4D is in here, right? 4D is the dream realm. It's the mind. It's mind stuff. 3D is the world we live in. 2D is the written word. Anytime you can make the 4D come into words you can put into 2D, it has to manifest in 3D.
Oh, I like that.
Because it's trapped between 2 points of creation, 2-dimensional shifts. So if you put what's in the 4th dimension on the 2nd dimension, I mean, write it down. You automatically, it has to manifest in the 3D unless there's no intention given it, as in a fairy tale novel. But everybody that have read the fairy tales and seen that shit play out in some parts of their life. The ones who've been reading Prince Charming, when they finally meet the man of their dreams, that shit came true to them. Right? Sleeping Beauty. When you wake up a sister and she fall in love with you because you woke her up, Sleeping Beauty. Same story. Right?
Definitely.
What's the other one? The motherfucker that slept all them years? Rumpelstiltskin. If you've been blind, deaf, and dumb, and you come into knowledge, nigga, you done woke up from the sleep. And most of the time, it takes 50 years or more to wake up on your own without no help.
No.
What's to me? I've been here before.
Man.
I know your grandmama told you you've been here before.
Everybody
I know she told you you've been here before. We've been here before.
Before so many guys. I'm tired of coming back to this motherfucker.
We've been here before.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? I hope next time when I come back, I want to come back as a tree though.
Man, what? As a tree? As a tree.
As a tree. No,
as a tree.
No, you know much.
Body in water.
I wanted to be a tree.
But what if they gentrify that forest?
Huh?
What if they gentrify that forest?
Damn. You know what? I like. You know what? I'm gonna write that. That's. I like where that could go. Like to be a tree and for development, like a development company to come in and gentrify the neighborhood, or no, just to gentrify the area to make way for Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? Cut down 50 land trees to make a Starbucks and McDonald's.
Yeah, like they unrooted you.
Yeah, like they placed the parking lot over my roots. Dang.
Right.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible, bro. Oh, what?
So
But
when
that's how to go though. Like I be thinking stuff like that. Like, you know, like I'm half Native American. So it's just like, and I always think about that, especially where I live at, it was like heavy in those type of roots. So it's just like we could be walking into a store where like my ancestors was killed at. And I wouldn't have even known it because those were the grounds.
mm-hmm.
You know, like they actually have where I live at. It's they actually have a highway called Indian Head Highway.
Oh, we got like, hey, you know what's funny is I feel like because all of America Indian land anyway, that a lot of in my town, and I mean like it's 5 minutes from me,
Mm.
right?
Where are you from?
So like I'm from Newark originally, but I live in Toms River now.
Jersey?
So I'm from New Jersey.
Okay.
Yes.
I know you from Newark. I know you from Newark because only Newark people say Newark.
What? I mean, what else is there to say? Like, ain't nothing else to say.
Damn.
Hey.
He's from Newark. That's it.
That's it. Got it. Like,
Cause goddamn, y'all deep off in there. I'm all the way down south. Shit.
well, where you at down south, Brody?
I'm Louisiana. Oh,
Okay,
Don't hear that.
Louisiana. Okay.
Southern draw.
goddamn in the boot. Goddamn. Back in the boot, at the top of the boot. In the left corner of the boot.
Oh, man.
You know, where a little small little town inside of another boot. So I'm in the boot inside of the boot.
He's in the boot, inside of the boot.
The boot.
Isn't there a nursery rhyme like that? Like the little lady in the shoe.
The shoe. She had so many kids. She ain't know what to do.
Yeah. Wait, hold up. Hold up. So have you ever thought about like where was the daddy at? She had all these kids. Put
it this way. She only had one shoe. It wasn't shoes. He probably took the other shoe.
God damn it.
He took the other shoe and he left her with all the kids.
Sound like she's from 2022.
She out here walking with one shoe on.
In 2022, Chad.
Yeah.
One slide.
That's the real Cinderella complex.
Yep.
For real.
And all her life, she just trying to find that other shoe.
Okay.
Behind Miss Murray Mack.
I had wrote this piece earlier on my story.
Black. That's a poem with that.
Man, I'm getting so many prompts from this conversation.
It's just so much.
I'm about to make a nursery rhyme poem. Miss Murray Mack.
That
would be dope. Like choose violence and like have the nursery rhyme characters get into some real Karen Walmart Target shit.
Yeah, you know, because that shit is real with the woman in the shoe.
Walmart Target.
She had all them kids, but she ain't never had the other shoe.
That's really devastating. That's really devastating. Like if you really take time to analyze that, that's just devastating. Like
not like if you really take time to analyze a lot of the nursery rhymes and like Disney shit and like childhood things.
Yeah,
it's dark. It's
like
dark.
I see posts about that too, because they was talking about, you know, that little like thing you do with like when you about to play hide and seek. How I go like something with like the tiger balls.
Circle, dot, or
yeah, those are cryptic. Those are some scary underground.
Bubblegum in the dish.
Yeah, that one.
Ashes, we all fall down. That's because of some real. I think it was a type of plague. Some real
the bubonic
thing that really
plague.
had it. I think it was the bubonic plague.
go live. Got us. Yeah, they tripping with the live, but it's all good. But yeah, though, we have to love the responses you give and the knowledge, God. Okay, for sure. Appreciate that, God. Appreciate that, Chief. Freak Thought Party, welcome back, Joe. Supreme, love the bill. Appreciate y'all energy, man. Real talk. You know, it's deep. You know, we was having a deep ass build on religion, you know, and religion is very, man, Joe, it's so deep. Religion puts you inside of a box that's hard to get out of. Like I said, a Christian is a liar because a Christian will defend a lie. So they sitting in the grave. A Christian has no care about the truth because he settled for belief. For sure, slick God, King, peace, God. You know, so when dealing with, you know, living a righteous and truthful path, you have to let go of all religion. That's the first step. The first step to living in truth is letting go of belief. Because the only reason a lie can exist for infinity is because of the belief that's covering it. In Islam, it's called a kafir. To cover something. Cover means kafir in Islam. Muslims will tell you a kafir, Kaffir, means a non-believer, but that's not facts. That's misinformation. Kafir in Islam means to cover. So, you know, we try to, not we because I'm not religious, but, you know, religious people try to kafir or, you know, cover up the truth with belief, shielding a lie. So you remove belief away from, you know, truth and lie. Now all you got is, you know, those two. But as long as belief is still in the middle, well, then a lie can exist for forever. So we living with it. We starting to live a more truthful path. We must let go of all beliefs. Beliefs are very deceiving. Why are beliefs so deceiving? And people don't look at a belief as deceiving, but they are, because a belief don't require proof or evidence. So if I believe something, I don't give no fuck if it's a lie or the truth. This is what I believe. Yeah. And that, if there was a devil, the devil will be dwelling in belief in all belief systems. That is where the devil dwells at, in belief. There's nothing wrong with thinking. Why not try? We substituted belief from our subconscious mind. We don't even use the word belief in that terminology no more, in that text no more, because the word we use for belief now is think. It's okay to think. Either you know or you don't know. Instead of saying I believe, and if I don't know, I say I think this will happen. Never say I believe, because soon as I settle for belief and I just, okay, well, this is what I believe. Soon as I accept a belief, well, then I've given up all hope to truly knowing this thing to be true. So even if what I believe is a lie, it wouldn't matter, because belief has engulfed my whole subconscious mind. It's tricky. Belief is a sorcery. Now you have a little bit of good things and all bad, but you know, you have to just, A wise person wouldn't deal with belief. Tell me a person who you think getting deceived more. People that don't deal with belief or people that deal with belief. They being deceived the most because that's where the devil plays at. Realms of deception, such as, belief systems. So it's deep. It's deep, man. We have to always, sit back. If the shit ain't adding up, you can't tell me, it's something that it ain't, because it has to be proven. This shit is cold-blooded, but the trolls love it. It's cold-blooded, but the trolls love it. But yeah, though, so when I was breaking down how the devil and God is the same, according to that book, this is all facts. But I don't think we have any religious people here, so you guys pretty much know. Y'all know. See, y'all gods and goddesses. And we have to understand, what is God? God is divine knowledge of self. You can't become God until you get divine knowledge of self. Everybody not going to become a God. Everybody can't be a God. Because if all of us were gods, then there will be no worshipers. So, a worshiper is the polar opposite of a God. Not the devil, because God and the devil, same entity, just different aspects. But however, if all of us were gods, then there will be no worshipers. So life makes it so everybody can't evolve into divine knowledge of self. And this is how life set this shit up. Like, nah, all y'all can't be gods. Nah, some of you niggas gonna have to be worshipers. And y'all gonna be taught this shit when y'all come out the womb. Because if y'all was gods, everybody was gods, wouldn't be no gods around. Shit, it would be the same shit. But this shit is deep, man. It's cold-blooded. We have to pay attention to the seasons. These seasons are changing. It's a lot of, people are feeling different. People are sleeping longer. Pay attention to the seasons. You might be losing sleep. The planet is going through some changes right now. So if the planet is going through changes, then you are, as a cell inside the body of the planet, will be going through changes as well. You just have to get readjusted. Get readjusted to the times. If you're in a Midwest place where it get cold, it's gonna be winter. In about a month or two, we're gonna have snow. You gotta get the mind ready for that. When you're going into each season, you wanna go into each season mentally ready first. You don't wanna just wake up one day and there's snow outside and you wasn't prepared mentally. You're gonna have a hard winter. You want your winter to be laid back, a cool, a smooth sail. Real peace to everybody coming in the chat. Yeah, so it's deep, Me personally, I don't think the Elohim was the ancient Egyptians or any ancient Egyptian deity. I'm on the side with Ra Hayes. The Elohim is correlated with the Anunnaki. So when we're talking about Kemet and ancient Kemet, we got more than one creation story in ancient Kemet. So when we're dealing with Kemetic science, see, everybody know the creation story, that involves Isis, Osiris, Seth, and Haru. But there's a creation, and that's called the Ynot. Those deities are part of the Ynot. The Ynot is a creation of 9 supreme deities. The Ynot is a creation of 9 supreme deities. the sun god Ra, Amen, being the most high deity in those 9 deities. Now, the creator of these 9 supreme deities is Ptah. Ptah deified himself as the sun god, and then Shu, he gave birth to Shu, Tefnut, Nut, Geb, Isis, Osiris, Nephthys, and Seth. These are 9 supreme deities. Ptah deified himself as Amen, or Ra, the most high deity. But that's in the first creation story. People barely talk about the Agduad. Agduad is the first creation story in ancient Kemet. And this is like the quantum physics. So like the Ynot, you know, Amen Ra, Nut, Geb, Shu, Tefnut, Isis, Osiris, Nephthys, and Seth. This would be like, you know, physical science, you know, chemistry, things that, you know, the science that's tangible, that we can actually, you know, work with. The Agduad, which is the first creation story, will be more like quantum physics, you know, the untangible levels of life. Now, the Agduad is a group of supreme deities, of 8 supreme deities. The Ynot has 9 deities. The first creation story, which is the Agduad, has 8 deities. So you have Nu, Nanet, Het Ha Het, Kek Ka Kek, Amun, Amunet. Those are 4 god deities and their consorts, or their wives, their feminine halves. So you got Nu, that's a male deity, and you got Nonet, that's his consort, his feminine half, or his wife. You got Het, Ha Het, man and woman. Kek, Ka Kek, man and woman. Amun, Amunet, man and woman. 4 and 4, that's 8 deities. The gods were depicted with frog heads, and the women deities were depicted with snake heads. But it's deep because this is where Heka, or Heka magic, is. This is where it was created at, in the Agduad. Heka magic is an ancient magic in ancient Kemet that was used in the beginning. The Heka exists within Nu Hek Kek Amun. This is the four male gods with the frog heads. Nu Hek Kek Amun. In between Nu and Amun is Hek and Kek. This is where the Heka magic, or this is where Heka was created at. Heka means magic in ancient Egyptian language. Heka. But this is where magic was created at. And there's a god of magic named Heka. So you have Heka. This is magic. It was created in the Agduad. Nu Hek Kek Amun. Then you have in the Ynot, which is a group of 9 supreme deities that Ptah created. Ptah created the Ynot through Heka magic. Heka magic was created in the Agduad in the beginning. And then Ptah created the Ynot, deifying himself as the supreme god Amen Ra, using Heka magic. Heka magic is deep. Is deep. Spell Heka Heka. Yeah, Heka. So it's deep. But I definitely got a dope ass lecture I did on Heka magic, going more into it and how to use Heka magic. Heka magic is about thought raising and vibration to sound. Also breathing. You have certain breathing tech. You have an ancient breathing technique called Heka breaths, meaning magic breaths. It's very very few people that hold the knowledge of this, but I do have it. You feel me? Heck of breaths. It's deep, but check out the lecture though. It's free. Just go on my page. Heck of Magic Comedic Science. But the Agduat and the Ynot, these are two different creations, and you have a few more in ancient Kemetic science. To be honest, like, and I know Unc said, you feel me, Tahuti was a real person. Unfortunately, I don't subscribe to that. I used to. I used to think Tahuti was a flesh and blood man with a bird head that walked the earth 200,000 years ago. I used to think that when I was in the beginning of my spiritual awakening, but I've matured on this journey so much, and I know that Tahuti was anthropomorphic. He was not a literal being, half man, half bird head, that walked the planet 200,000 years ago. A lot of these texts are mythological stories meant to explain principles and concepts. Once we start to take these stories literal, well, we can, get ourselves into a world of trouble. So it's deep. It's deep. We can get ourselves into a world of trouble. Eat the meat and spit out the bones. Take everything for a grain of salt. Let's see. Tahuti wasn't real, then who created language? Language is created when thought raises in vibration. That vibration reaches the capacity, and it has to transcend over into sound. Then sound raises in vibration, and that sound has to transcend over into light. Light raising in vibration, that light reached the capacity, has to transcend over into solid. So as soon as we started speaking, or not speaking, but making sounds, this is where language was created. Because language don't mean you have to use words. You can speak a language by using sounds. And this is how ancient indigenous people still today, they speak in sounds and clicks. Talking about the motherfuckers in the forest, the Amazon forest. A lot of these indigenous uncontacted tribes, they don't have like dialects. They speak in sounds and clicks, meaning the sounds are the vowels and the clicks are the consonants. They speak like babies, but more sophisticated, or like a monkey. How babies and monkeys, they speak in a similar language. Sounds and clicks. And also indigenous people, they speak in sounds and clicks, but of course, a little more sophisticated. When I say sounds and clicks, the sounds being the vowels and the clicks being the consonants. So when a baby first learns to make sound, before the baby starts to make sound, is having many thoughts. Those thoughts are raising in vibration. The thought reaches the capacity and sound emerges. When a baby is making sound, the baby is sounding out vowels. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, O, U, O, E. I, E, O, U. A, E, E, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. This is how a baby speaks, learns to start speaking through vowels. The vowels are the sounds, and the clicks is the consonants. So if a baby might start off making vowel sounds. Then the baby will start to change the direction of the sound by adding a consonant. So a baby will say, ah, 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 ah. Now, if the baby wants his bottle, he would add a consonant to change the direction of the sound. Ba, 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 ba. If he wanted his mother, ma, 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 ma. If he wanted his daddy, da, 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 da. Same as indigenous people. They do it with sounds and clicks, though. The sounds are the vowels. And the clicks are the consonants. They add clicks to the sounds to change change the direction of sound. So this is how language is created. You feel me? Sounds are language. Indigenous people communicate through language. They have a language. It's not like ours, but they communicate. The language we have today, this is the sorcery. This is the sorcery. I understand when Ra say, the word was thought or thought. I understand it. He's very right. In the beginning was the word, and we use words to express our thoughts. And we know thought is thought or Tahuti. So it's deep. It's cold-blooded. It's time for me to roll up, man. Let me see if I can get somebody up here with me. If y'all want to come up and build, hit the invite, Joe. Come build with me. Come chill with me. Do you have info on how to learn that native tongue? Which native tongue? So this is how indigenous people speak, through sounds and clicks. Now certain tribes may make different sounds or different clicks, but it's all, the same mathematically. The sounds being the vowels, the clicks being the consonants. It's all the same. This is how indigenous people speak. This is how babies speak. This is how monkeys speak. Ooh, ooh, ah, 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 ah. Oh, oh. Yeah, a monkey in the jungle at the top of his lungs, scream, making vowel sounds. And if he wanted to change the direction of that vowel, he would add a consonant, which is a click. It's deep, goddess. I would say just, look into, indigenous people. You can start there. Indigenous people speak in sounds and clicks. You start there, research that, look it up, put it through the browser, go from there. You get a better understanding, of how language, like communication, started naturally. This is a natural process of language. Now, the languages we have, English, Latin, Arabic, Greek, all these different languages, these are sorceries. These are sorceries. Sorceries is in the language. You bound a man through the language. You control a man's language. You control his mind. This is how religion works. It's only one God, but everybody got it's only one God, according to them. Everybody got different gods, and their God is the truth. How does this come to pass? Well, this is only possible through language. People control the language. They control the minds of the people speaking that language. So if you're speaking my language and you're worshiping my God, I have you under full control, first and foremost through the language, because this is my language. I have to teach you how to speak my language. Then I give you the information about my God. It starts with the language, though. Everybody got their own God, but it's only one God. Language is a sorcery. So you have something in the mind called Sokai and Jairai. The sulci and gyri of the brain is the squiggly lines in your brain. You know that the creases, the squiggly creases. You ever seen the brain has squiggly lines, creases and shit? That's the gyri and sulci. Now the gyri and sulci, these things become developed once we start to learn language. Actually, gyri and sulci in the brain starts to form or take pattern once the mind starts to think. So when you're a baby and you start to think, your brain is forming and shaping a pattern. The gyri and sulci, the squiggly lines in your brain, is starting to form a pattern by the way you think. The child gets older and starts to speak language. Now this natural pattern of the gyri and sulci was being formed naturally, but the language giving to this baby is starting to form the gyri and sulci in a specific pattern. And this shapes and forms our mentality and the way we think. So all people that think that speak English in the West, we pretty much have the same gyri and sulci. An Arabic person that grew up in the Middle East, he has different gyri and sulci than a Chinese person. A Chinese person has different gyri and sulci because a different than a Latin person. A Latin person has different gyri and sulci from an Indian person. And it's because the language, as we start to think, the mind starts to take a pattern. But then once we receive language, well, this pattern is being steered in a specific way. This is truly why you have Muslims over here in the U.S. They've been converts. They own businesses and stores, but they not shutting down a business 5 times a day to make salat, to go pray. And you have people from real Muslims from the Middle East. You feel me? They come here. They have their businesses. They shut down their business every day, 5 times a day for prayer. Why the Muslims that speak English ain't doing that? Because of the language. The gyri and sulci of the brain. Language is a sorcery. Especially the languages we got. So it's deep. Why you think, in slavery days, you couldn't speak your indigenous tongue. They'll cut your tongue out for speaking your language. They separated the babies, newborn babies from the parents, split them up on different plantations far apart from each other, cities and states away from each other, hundreds of miles away from each other. And they give the newborn baby, a new language before it can even learn, his original language. Because if I give this newborn baby, this African or a Native American baby, my English or Latin language, I have better control over their mind. It's deep. Language is deep. It's a real deep thing, G. Akil, what up, though? Peace to everybody in the chat. What's up, Kiki? Peace, goddess. What's up, y'all? Want to get a spade game going, man? I got a everybody that don't know, I got a game room. It's on Instagram. Get added to the group chat. We play spades, 8-ball, chess. You gotta download the app. Our spades games be busting. Vegan Soul, you what's up? You want to get a game, man? Got us? Let's do it. All right, I'm finna post in the group chat right now. We do, we play for $5 a player, spades. We play singles, cutthroat. All cash exchange is considered as gifts. We're not gambling. If you want to come and exchange gifts amongst friends for winning games, then you're more than welcome. But we not gambling. of the real shit. Let me see. I'm posting the group chat real quick. The game room. Add me, Nakia. Alright, I'm finna add you right now. I'll add you right now, Nakia. Where you been at, Goddess? You been good? Okay. All right. Yep. Definitely. Definitely. Can we make money? Yeah. If you good at spades. So the spades go like this. We play for $5 a player. If you lose at the end of the game, you only have to pay $5 to whoever won. But if you win, you get paid $15 because it's 4 of us playing on the spade table. So if you win, you getting paid 15. If you lose, you only got to pay out 5. So if you can play spades, you can make some money. If you know how to play spades, yeah. You definitely can make some money. Let me know if y'all wanna. Hey teacher. Hey, what's up, Charlotte? Peace, Goddess. Peace, Goddess. How you feeling? If y'all wanna get added to the group, let me know. Let me know. Alright. If I just added you, Goddess. It's 11:03 already. Download the Spades Plus app. It look like this on the what's the name? That Spades Plus app right there. That one. Spades Plus. Wife of DMP's got us trying to get a game. I'm trying to get a game. Yeah, you could DM me, Goddess. Yep, just DM me. I'm trying to get a game. New ways, where you at? Yeah. Yeah. When it's good for you. Anytime, Goddess. Yes. I ain't even gotta walk in on my too loud. Mm, 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 mm. It's getting too loud. I ain't even gotta walk in on my too loud. Mm, mm, mm. All right, y'all. I'm finna end this live. I'm gonna tap in with y'all in a minute. Peace and healing, man. Much love to everybody, Joe.